So boom, gang, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. My name's Uta Beefs. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Uta_Beefs, and look out for the backup page.
Gang. In every gang, there is a man that'll bring that violence. He don't post, he don't snap, he just moves real quiet. In every gang, there is a man that'll bring that violence.
Look, see what I got in front of me. But before I get into that, I gotta say a big thank you to Daniel, the big man at Crawley Surplus Store, for letting me borrow this to do a review. He recommended it first, but I kinda said, nah, it looks a bit too awkward for me, Dan. Big shout out to Jim at Crawley Surplus Store as well. He recommended it second, but I'm telling him, nah, it's too awkward. But if you know Jim, that's my guy. He talked me into grabbing it, so I'm gonna give you this review now. You get me? An accuracy test. Alright, so boom, gang, let's get into this rifle. So firstly, it comes in a cardboard box. So I didn't even bother, I left that over there. And the only thing that comes in the cardboard box is the magazine and this rubber butt pad, but we'll get into it a bit more in a second. So gang, let's get into the rifle now. So boom, I've got the RTI Arms P-3 Compact in 177. Gang, rifle's decent. I have shot it already, so I'm gonna say the rifle's decent, but I'm gonna say some things that I do not like about this rifle in the review. You'll see how it goes when it comes to the shooting part, but there's a couple things that I don't like about it. Boom, gang. Let's get into it. Let's start from the back. So boom, you got the rubber butt pad, which just comes off. Literally, it just clips onto the back of the rifle. It's kind of weird. Like when I saw this in the, you lot are gonna see it in the video. You lot probably saw it in the video, I should say. So boom, you got the rubber butt pad. In front of that, you got this little twisty thing here. That's your hammer spring adjustment. But we're in England, so our rifles are sub 12, so there ain't no adjusting, no hammer, you get me? So I don't think that works. Let's move to, I didn't play with it. Let's move to the top now. You got the cheek piece. Gang, I do not like the cheek piece, mainly because of this gap, to tell the truth, but it is not comfy at all. But you got the cheek piece, and you can change sides. It's on the left side now, but you can change it to the right side for the left-handed shooters. All right, then below the cheek piece now, you got the breech where the magazine goes. Below that now, you got some spaces. This is where you do your tuning with the transfer port and everything, but I'm not technical, so I'm not even going into that bit, gang. This whole block here now, gang, there's some bits and pieces, I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna put it on the screen for you, you get me? Alright, moving forward and up now, we've got the Picatinny rail. Let's move down now. You got your barrel, and the shroud covers your barrel. Your barrels are 510mm. Moving below that now, you got your 2-stage adjustable trigger. The trigger is quite decent, gang, I can't lie. Definitely decent. Alright, below that now, and back a little, you got your grip, which is rubber. It's alright, like it's grippy, but it's thin. It's like the FX Impact grip, so I don't really like it, yeah, I don't really like it, but it's changeable as well. What you have to do is take the cover off, Allen key up there, you can switch it to any one you prefer, like a foam grip or something. Alright then, in front of the grip now, you got your safety. You just push for safe. If you see the red indicator, that means it's live, ready to fire. Alright, moving in front of the trigger now, on the left side, you got your Foster fitting QD with a little cover. I don't, this cover is funny, gang, but yeah, you got your Foster fitting QD. So this is where you fill the rifle. I think the rifle's a 300 bar max fill, but gang, I only fill it to 200. All right then, let's move to this side now. All right then, so boom. On this side, gang, you got the cocking lever. Nice and big, so you can fit 2 fingers on it. But this cocking lever is stiff as hell, gang. Like, cocking it, it's like having a fight with something. Like, it's not a nice cocking lever. I don't know if it's not been worn in or whatnot, but it's not a nice cocking lever, but it does the job. You get me? Alright then, sir. Underneath now, you got a Picatinny rail for your bipod, obviously. That's what the bipod's sitting on. Moving, look, behind the, this is awkward, I can't lie. Behind the cocking lever now, let me just cock it quickly. You got your pressure gauge. It's in a weird position, gang. The pressure gauge, the fill port, everything's in a weird position, but you can move it around. Like, I don't know, you can spin it around. I don't know how to do it. Yeah. Also, this rifle's regulated. This is the regulator right here. All right, moving forward now, you got your little air tank. I don't know what size the air tank is, but I'm gonna put it on the screen. All right, moving forward again now, the shroud is 1/2" UNF threaded, so you can fit your favorite silencer on there, or the silencer that keeps it quiet the best. Moving back to the trigger now, and the cocking lever, you can decock the rifle by pressing the trigger. We'll take it off for safety. By holding the lever back, pressing the trigger, and then riding it forward. And gang, I think that is it from the rifle. So boom, let me show you the magazine now, gang. This is a 14-shot magazine for the 177. I don't know how much it would be for the 2.2, but gang, this magazine, I kind of like it. I do like it, cause you put the pellets in and they just sit nicely. They don't fall over the place and They just sit nicely in there. And one more thing, I gotta say a big thank you to Jim, because he gave me the RTI Arms silencer or moderator. So yeah, I could have used the Viroc or Atom, but he said, nah, take the RTI silencer because it just goes. So yeah, big thanks to Jim. So boom, gang, that's it from with the review part of the rifle. It's that time now, accuracy test. So let me run through it quickly. I've got the Hawk fast mount, 6-24 by 50. I've got the RTI moderator or silencer. Got my little eBay bipod. So boom, I've got 2 dots down at 50 yards, and we're gonna switch it up a little, gang. So boom, I've got the 10.34 grains, and I've got the 8.44 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 10.34 grains, and I got the 8.44 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I got the 8.44 grains, and I got the 10.34 grains. When I was just doing the little mini pellet test, I they both shot good, to tell the truth. So I'm gonna give you 5 shots at the first dot with the 10.34 grains, and then the next dot we're gonna hit it with the 8.44 grains. So boom, gang, let's get into it quickly. Alright, so boom, gang, camera's down there rolling. I've got 7 in the magazine though. I'm just gonna give it 2 shots over there just to warm back up the barrel, because I've been setting up things, innit? Alright. Alright, that's 2 random ones. Warm up the barrel. Let's go for the first dot on the left. And you already know this bag problem that I got. But yeah, hopefully it don't hinder my shooting. So boom, gang, 5 shots at the left dot. I don't know if you lot can see the cocking, but the cocking is stiff. It's not as easy to cock as how the Air Max crate light was. I wouldn't even use my right hand to try and do it. But one more, gang. Alright, that's 5 with the 10.34 grains. Let me load up these 8.44 grains. Alright, so boom, gang, that's 5 loaded into the magazine. Alright, let's go for the next dot now. Dot on the right. And I did 0 it, you know, so I don't know why it's going so high now. But we're not hitting. But it's not about hitting the dot. We just want to see the groups. Yeah. So this is gonna mess up. I don't know why it does that. When it gets to like 160, 150, the groups start going weird. When it's at 200, 190, it's alright. Alright then, so that's 2 groups. One with the 10.34 grains, second one with the 8.44 grains. So boom, gang. Let's go take a look at it, and I'm gonna show you my zeroing groups as well. So boom. Let me show you these groups quickly. This was the mini pellet test that I done off camera quickly, just to see which one grouped the best. So boom. This was my first 5-shot group with the 10.34 grain JSB heavies, yeah? That's a 5-shot group. That's 3 or 4. So this was my first shots that I took basically. The next ones I done was the Air Arms 8.44 grain fields. And you can see it opened up. After that now, I tried to do a 5-shot group with the 8.44 grains, but they was going all over. So I looked at the gauge was saying it was on 150, so I filled it up to 200, and I done another 5-shot group, and you can see it tightened up. So that's why I said earlier the 10.34 grains and the 8.44 grains group the best, but we'll get to that bit in a second. So boom, I got my trusty 5p. Anyone that's not in England, a 5p is 80 millimeters in diameter. So boom, let me take a look at the first group of 5. You can see it's a 5p group. I don't know what this is, 3 or 4, 5p group. Air Arms, that opened up. I can get like 3 under there. That's too wide. I can get 3 under there, easy. Alright, then the 8.44 grains 5-shot group. Easily get 5 under there, you get me? So boom, let me show you the groups that I just done on camera now. Alright, so boom, gang. These are the 10.34 grains. These are the 8.44 grains, both JSB. So boom, 10.34 grain goes under a 5p. There's a little rip, there's little rips hanging out, but it's not the main pellet holes. So yeah, 5p, 5 shots under the 5p with the 10.34 grains, and then yeah, that one looks like the Air Arms. I ain't even counting that. So 10.34 grains. Yeah, done alright. So boom, gang. Let me close this video out quickly. Alright, so boom, gang. I am done. Literally, I got here 5 o'clock in the morning so I can do this review and then get it back to Dan. I was supposed to get it back yesterday, but I was super tired, so woke up early this morning, got it done, get it back to Dan. So big thank you to Dan for letting me review the RTI Arms P-3 Compact. Gang, it's not a bad rifle, I can't lie, just have to find the sweet points really, so I'm out. I gotta go on the motorway, so boom gang. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Uta_beefs. I'll see you on the next video. Look out for it.
Gang. In every gang, there is a man that'll bring that violence. He don't post, he don't snap, he just moves.